Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
A first carry for the All-Pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
A solid stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And Garoppolo's going to change the play. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The Raiders at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
And now they'll shift things around.
65. 2.
Play action. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
21. Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. Man, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 11.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's Jacobs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down and 8.
Right.
Throwing. Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver, best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, who the Packers need to develop into a #1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Let's go.
First down, going to the air with Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's go now.
Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have...
He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd down, Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
78 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
21.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
White.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Love now. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Going back to Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, 26 yards.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Garoppolo changing the play.
And that's complete to Adams. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Packers.
Luke Musgrave,
75 yards.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. White running to the left. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
Garoppolo's going to change the play.
11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
21. Here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Garoppolo going to change the look here. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Go ahead.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Garoppolo fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
A throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
Gonna try the right side with Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love.
Lead it out left to Dobbs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. And that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Here's Love. That is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This is first and 10.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
They'll come up now on second down.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
65. 2.
Garoppolo to throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Garoppolo changing the play.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
But they'll come up now. This is second and long.
11.
Now Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
White.
Back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
An audible here to get a new look.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance.